don't know what's happening to me. I don't think it's an age thing, but I'm going to sleep every night. I'm waking up with like a giant pain in my neck. I'm having a hard, I think I bit my tongue in my sleep. I'm falling apart. It's just like summer can't get any harder. But even when things get hard, nothing can stop me from tearing up the 5-minute pool. Unleashus.org. Let's see what we're going to get going up against Ruko 64. Oh, there is some gambits. D5, C6, right? And this one is like okay for black, I think. And then my next move, I just bring stuff out. I'm just going to bring all my pieces in. Yeah, this is something fun. I'm honestly, like, I'm choking a little bit when I talk. Just, if that happens, ignore it. I won't be able to make emotional, what the heck is this? Why would you decline my gambit? Kind of things here. But let's go ahead and ask a question. My question is, how are you gonna get out of this? If knight here, I have here. If bishop here, then your bishop's not going to g2. If f3, then you've played f3, and Ben Feingold somewhere is shaking his head furiously, angrily, etc. But what now? Dropping back with the idea of here is maybe interesting, but I'm just going to centralize. Seems like at some point, maybe this bishop will be able to come back this way. And now we see d4. Wow, this is getting wild. Just like the upstairs in my house, every day when there's children, I see a small tactical opportunity. And that opportunity is that right now I'm threatening to win the queen. So opponent will have to do something about that. Or they can blunder a queen. That's up to them. Let's go. This gambit went in 9 moves with this one dubious gambit. And this really, obviously, it ended with a 1-move trick, but I still will post this to YouTube because I think this is a very interesting variation that I think at least at master level, you're going to see G3 more often. This, if people play the Vienna master level, they go here. If you play on the internet, most people are playing F4 or knight F3, something like this. But G3 is a very important and critical line. And D5 actually is the most common move in the master's database. But then C6 is an option. And you can see here that the computer will even evaluate this as about equal. It's about the same as just simply taking back. So this is a gambit that has a name, the ERBEN GAMBIT. Keep it real, keep it on the streets with the ERBEN GAMBIT. And if the opponent takes, you actually get a very interesting position because bishop c5 is possible. Like the computer wants you to take back with the knight, of course. But I was having some glance at this, and this is something that you may want to take a look at. If people keep taking, I think they should get into some sort of trouble. But maybe this is somehow a playable line. There's knight g4 coming in. Like, this is a lot of fun. If you're trying to have fun and you want to play a gambit that you sack a lot of pawns, but it's actually very decent, this is one that you might want to check out. ERBEN GAMBIT, not a lot of people even know about it. Instead of taking back, I went here because I thought this would be very good for me. What actually is the master level move? Is it to take? This has only happened once in master play. And taking is good for black. But this makes my opponent answer a tough question, like how are you going to block on this square? My opponent came up with f3. If here, they're going to get into a lot of trouble because of bishop to f3, and you're going to have to move your rook over. I was hoping to be able to get their bishop to come to the e2 square. And then I wasn't exactly sure what I was going to do, whether I was going to trade or back up. I wasn't entirely sure, but I didn't have to find out. Bishop f5 is apparently fine. Somebody's played h5, which was a funny move. Bishop f5 here, and black is doing well. We're going to recover this pawn at some point. And if you get the bishop to go to e2, then simply, it's not going to be able to go to g2. But instead, f3 was played in our game. I brought the bishop back to e6. This is still a game that's been played in the database. But now here, I noticed immediately that there was a little bit of a tactic. I set up a little bit of a cheapo here. I took this knowing that when the queen takes back and I go here, I'm setting up a little bit of a threat. So opponent needs to defend their queen. This prevents the threat as well. You could also defend the queen this way. But if you go here, you lose your queen. And just like that, 9-move win with the ERBEN GAMBIT. Make sure you subscribe for more chess videos. See you later.